The pursuit of wealth, dependence on someone else's opinion, burnout, stress, and depression have become realities of life for a huge number of modern people. But what if there is a way to get rid of all this stuff and escape the endless rat race? In today's video, we are going to give you 5 ways to get in and stay in the flow of life. If you can master at least one of them, the quality of your life will be improved significantly. Without further ado, let's get into it. You've probably heard about a teaching called Taoism. It will help us find answers to the question of how to get rid of the modern world's burdens. The legendary Chinese sage Lao Tzu, who lived around 6th century BC, is considered the founder of Taoism. So, Taoism can be perceived as a teaching, a philosophy, or a way of life. Its essence lies in the search for harmony and peace, understanding of nature and the universe, as well as the development of interpersonal potential. The way this definition is delivered is already hints to us that it would be good to spend time on really valuable matters. Try harder to understand your inner self and get a better picture of your surroundings. Besides, this teaching can help a person to enjoy life, to be in its flow. With that said, let's proceed to tips on how to achieve it. Number 1. Accept life as it is. It sounds quite simple, but in today's world, where everyone strives for control and perfectionism, this comes off as a real test. The ability to accept life applies not only to joyful moments, but also to challenges, disappointments, and failures. Oftentimes, we waste our vitality worrying about things or events that are beyond our control, worrying about what we cannot change. Subsequently, we destroy our mental health and feel constantly stressed or depressed. Accepting life as it is doesn't mean inactivity or passivity. Think of it as the cultivation of self-awareness and the ability to find oneself in different circumstances. These skills require constant reflection and the gradual development of mental stability. Make use of the following exercise. Ask yourself every day what upset you and how it affected your state. Could you somehow change what happened? If the answer is no, prepare yourself not to fall into this trap next time. If you measure your success by the praise and condemnation of others, your anxiety will be endless, claimed Lao Tzu. An important aspect of accepting life requires you to stop judging and evaluating situations. This means not having impressions rule your day, nor classifying events as good or bad. Such actions, being devoid of meaning in most cases, actually cost you a lot of energy. The problem of modern people is that they make all these mistakes by default. Therefore, the issue can be solved by making conscious efforts and going for a constant practice. And if you start to catch yourself making such mistakes, it will already mark a significant step on the way to the desired flow of life. Number 2. Live in harmony with nature. Taoism tells us about the importance of nature, its cycles and laws. This teaching describes nature as a source of wisdom, harmony, and restoration. Nature is never in a hurry, but always on time, said Lao Tzu. Taoism highlights the need to observe nature, get to know its principles, and take lessons from it. This can include, for example, observing weather changes, the way plants are growing, the way the river is flowing, etc. The study of nature provides an opportunity to better understand the universal order. Take the highly urbanized world, where routine burns us from the inside. With the constant desire to be better at something, we get more and more sucked into an endless rat race. One may lose himself in all this material nonsense at the snap of a finger. In fact, many people do. Ring any bells? No wonder why people stop thinking about the notions of nature and harmony. Most of the time, they just can't stop and raise his heads for a moment. So, if applied to modern times, we should stop overdoing and let things take their course. The world existed before us and will exist after us, so sometimes you just need to take a break and enjoy the flow of time. preferably alone with nature. Taoism teaches us that we are a part of nature, not separate entities. That's why we must live our lives with this awareness. This means acting with mercy, respect, and responsibility towards nature and others around us. Find time to disconnect from the routine and try calming excessive ambitions. Being in nature to find harmony and observe the passage of time will give you inner peace. Just try it out. Folks, if you enjoyed this video, please support us by leaving a like and subscribe to the channel. A lot of interesting topics are ahead. Thank you. Number 3. Practice meditation. You must have heard about meditation before. Nevertheless, it makes a very good tool for achieving our goal. Meditation helps us focus and calm our mind. In Taoism, meditation serves as a means of achieving a deeper understanding of oneself, nature, and the universe. It has different forms and methods, but at the basis of all of them are concentration and calmness. Upon starting to meditate, focus your attention on your breath, especially on its flow. Relax and try to calm down. Observe your thoughts, emotions, and feelings without clinging to them or judging them. Just let them exist in your mind. The state of rest we are talking about is called unforced flow or non-action in Taoism. Simply put, it's a state where thoughts come and go without affecting us. Refusing to try to control things helps to achieve deeper immersion in oneself, understanding the nature of things and accepting things that happen. Try meditating for a few minutes a day. Then, if you feel the need, change this time. Remember that regularity makes a better impact than duration. In other words, you will get a greater effect if you meditate for 5 minutes on a daily basis than for an hour 3 times a month. Sometimes meditation may involve certain movements or postures that promote relaxation and energization. However, meditation is not limited to setting aside time for practice. It calls for awareness and focus in everyday life. Being aware of the breath, the present moment, and focusing on what we are doing, we can achieve a meditative state even during our daily activities. Meditation may help you unlock your inner potential, reduce stress, improve concentration, and gain a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. The practice generates enough space for perceiving the natural order of things, peace and harmony, which we have already mentioned. Number 4. Give up control. You will hardly be able to find yourself in the flow of life and begin to enjoy it if you strive to control everything around you. After all, it's simply an impossible task. Sure, the idea of setting control aside may seem like a contradiction, since the modern world, on the contrary, promotes ideas of influence and control. At the same time, life has its own laws and rhythms we cannot alter. Taoism calls for spontaneity, for the so-called action through inaction. This means acting as you feel is natural in each individual situation, not in the way society has imposed on us. Instead of controlling and resisting the flow of life, we learn to adapt and move with the flow. The wise man allows things to happen. He makes decisions on events as soon as they occur, Lao Tzu teaches us. Changes and uncertainty often frightens. Still, they are a natural and necessary part of life. Thus, focus not on stability and control, but the ability to adapt to changes. Giving up control also requires giving up attempts to change other people or external circumstances. Instead, you should work on yourself and internal transformation. Remember, our happiness depends on our inner stability and peace, not on external circumstances. Imagine how much easier our lives would have been if we could free ourselves from stress, tension, and the need to constantly manipulate and control things around us. A feeling that seems to be priceless. Number 5. Be creative. The last on the list, but not the least effective way to achieve the flow of life in order of importance is creativity. In Taoism, creativity is considered as a manifestation of natural activity that doesn't have a specific goal. Here, people are encouraged to freely express their feelings, visions, and ideals regardless of the expectations of others. Possibilities are limitless. Painting, music, writing, dancing, or anything else that helps you share your inner world. Each of us is unique, and creativity is exactly what reveals your uniqueness in the best possible way. In this case, skill doesn't play a big role. The main thing is the process of creation, not the result. Creativity encourages spontaneity and naturalness. Instead of planning and controlling every aspect, it concentrates on feelings and inner energy during the process, allowing us to feel oneness with nature and achieve harmony between the inner and outer worlds. Moreover, creativity helps to get to know yourself better and accelerate the development of personality. The creative process can help you discover hidden reserves you didn't even realize you had. Expressing feelings, ideas, contradictions, and experiences through, say, art, helps us in a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world. Therefore, if you already have an activity to your liking, then congratulations! You are really lucky. If not, try to find something for yourself and memorize these words from Lao Tzu. The one who knows people is wiser. The one who knows himself is educated. The one who defeats people is strong. The one who conquers himself is powerful. And most importantly, don't forget that achieving the flow of life happens gradually. It requires practice and patience. Don't try to learn everything at once. Remember to let go of excessive ambition and accept life as it is. Start with one thing, and as you see that it actually works, then you'll want to try other tips.